Welcome back to Dare to be a Daniel. Have you ever felt out of place in this world? Like a citizen of heaven, surrounded by a culture that has no idea who God is? Well, you're not alone. That's exactly how Daniel and his friends felt. Today's episode explores what it means to live faithfully in a society that exalts self, denies truth, and marginalizes faith. But we're not here to complain about culture. We're here to reveal Christ in it. Let's talk about living in Babylon without letting Babylon live in us. Number 1, recognizing the culture of selfishness. 2 Timothy chapter 3, 1-5. Paul warns that in the last days, people will be, quote, lovers of self rather than lovers of God, end of quote. Sound familiar? Reflection. Babylon isn't just a place, it's a mindset. Self-exaltation, moral compromise, and spiritual confusion. Illustration. Like a fish doesn't know it's in water, we can become blind to the cultural lies we swim in. But Christ is our clarity. Number 2, godliness without compromise. Titus chapter 2, verses 11-12. The grace of God teaches us to deny ungodliness and live righteously in the present age. Case study. A young man in Hollywood chose roles that aligned with his values, turning down fame to keep his integrity. He didn't escape culture. He navigated it with Christ as his compass. Reflection. God doesn't call us to escape culture, but to express Christ in it without compromising. Number 3, living from the indwelling Christ. Colossians 1:27. Christ in you, the hope of glory. You weren't sent into Babylon alone. The very life of God indwells you. Illustration. Picture a lamp plugged into an unshakable power source. It doesn't fear the darkness around it. It simply shines. Personal case study. In my many years as a Christian counselor, I once sat across from a successful businessman whose life was quietly unraveling. His company was faltering. He said, "Don, I need a plan. Just give me the steps to fix this mess." As he spoke, it became clear he didn't just want solutions. He was desperate to stay in control. What he couldn't see yet was that the real issue wasn't business management, it was spiritual mismanagement. I looked at him in the eye and gently said, "What if the answer isn't a new plan, but a new posture? What if God is inviting you to stop living from yourself and start living from Christ?" That moment changed everything. He realized he had never truly depended on Christ as his source. The pressure he was carrying wasn't just circumstantial, it was the crushing weight of self-effort. As he began to walk by faith, deriving from Christ rather than performing for success, his peace returned, even before his circumstances improved. That's the power of living from the indwelling life. Number 4, courage in the midst of compromise. Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. Daniel purposed in his heart not to defy himself. His conviction didn't make him arrogant, it made him steadfast. Modern example. A nurse refused to perform procedures that violated her faith. She was demoted, but not defeated. Her peace came from Christ, not her position. Reflection. When you know who your source is, you don't need to strive to fit in. You're already whole. Number 5, influence through integrity. Matthew chapter 5, verses 14 to 16. Jesus said, "You are the light of the world." Light doesn't argue with darkness. It simply reveals what is true. Case study. Daniel influenced pagan kings because of his unwavering character. He didn't yell at the darkness. He walked in the light. Illustration. Like a thermostat, not a thermometer, you are called to set the temperature, not reflect it. Final call to action. Where are you being tempted to compromise? Where are you called to shine? Share your story below. Let's encourage one another. And if you're standing alone in your school, your job, or your home, let this be a place of connection and prayer. And if you've seen Christ use your integrity to make a difference, we'd love to hear from you too. In conclusion, you can live in Babylon without Babylon living in you, because you don't live for Christ, you'll live from Him. Don't forget to subscribe to Life as God Intended for the next episode as we continue this journey of daring to be a Daniel. And until then, stand in grace, walk in truth, and shine from the source within you. Coming soon, a life-changing resource. For those looking to go deeper, my 3-volume series, Life as God Intended, a comprehensive counseling workbook, will soon be available. Packed with practical tools, biblical truths, and over 30 years of counseling insights, this resource will help you walk through life's challenges, not by trying harder, but by learning how to live from Christ as your life. Whether you're navigating personal struggles, relationships, or spiritual growth, this series is designed to guide you step by step into freedom, healing, and identity in Christ. Stay tuned for release details and get ready to experience life as God truly intended.